You know, I love DeFuniak Springs. This is my home. 4 years ago, I promised to work to make DeFuniak Springs more welcoming and friendly to new businesses. I promised to work toward changing the anti-business attitude that had existed at City Hall. I promised to work on reforming or eliminating oppressive regulations that stifled existing businesses. I promised to work toward achieving a leaner, more efficient city government. I promised to protect our landmarks and do everything I could to make this a better place to live, work, and raise a family. I kept those promises. In 2011, with the help of 4 other dedicated city council members, the city placed a moratorium on impact fees because of their negative impact on attracting new businesses. We invited citizens and local business leaders to help craft a new, less restrictive sign ordinance, which we then passed. For years, the city's high level of spending had forced it to dip into its reserve funds in order to balance the annual budget. And those reserve funds were nearly gone. For the first time in 12 years, we balanced the budget without using reserves, without enacting oppressive fees, and without raising taxes. The council placed a moratorium on additional hires, directed staff to update job classifications, and insisted on council approval for all promotions and replacement hiring. Once vacant, some job positions were not immediately filled, yet no services were reduced. Because of the Great Recession, we lowered the millage rate and ad valorem taxes for 1 year before returning to our normal low rate of 4.5 mils. We placed a 1-year moratorium on water and sewer tap fees to help lower-income families and individuals connect to city utilities. The city completed the construction of a new well, an elevated water storage tank south of Interstate 10, and completed the replacement of over 185,000 linear feet of water lines throughout the city. The city built 2 10-unit T-hangar buildings at the city airport and received notification from the FAA that planning to extend its airport runway to 5,000 feet is justified. The city installed an automated weather operating system at the airport and also entered into an agreement to have 2 parcels of land site certified for use by future business development. The city made necessary repairs to the Lake Stanley boat ramp, repainted the caboose next to the Heritage Museum, and restored the traditional look of the Chautauqua Hall of Brotherhood's front facade. The city continues to sponsor Marvel of Flight. We launched Lake Fest, as well as the regular Family Fun Night events. I initiated the expansion of our existing enterprise zone to include the entire city. I initiated a city economic development committee and wrote the guidelines, which the council voted to approve. I also initiated a project to bring local zoning and land use designations into compliance with each other. It won't affect anyone's property taxes, but it will allow more business opportunities along our commercial corridors and eventually provide new and better jobs for ourselves and our children. DeFuniak Springs is not a big city, and it does not have the resources of a big city. Yet, we must continue to serve the people. That requires funds. Instead of doing what government usually does, raise fees and taxes and keep spending, we did what people have to do in their own lives. We tightened our belt. We did without some things. We had to wait on some purchases and delay some projects. But by taking a common sense approach to government, the city has begun to turn around. You know, I talk a lot about being business friendly, helping our local businesses grow and welcoming new businesses, because this will create a strong economy, create more jobs, and give local consumers more choices. But I have no desire to transform DeFuniak Springs into anything other than what it is, a wonderful, friendly, small southern town. So much has been accomplished, but so much remains to be done. We have to be ready for the growth that will come with the long-awaited widening of US 331. We must plan carefully. We can't simply wait and see who or what businesses show up here. Instead, we should identify the types of products, services, amenities, and companies this community wants and needs, and then start trying to actively recruit them. We must work to ensure that our city is attractive, clean, and well-maintained. These things will help our town prosper and flourish and provide a better way of life for all people. On April 14th, please vote Ron Kelley, DeFuniak Springs City Council.